defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Break. Hey, Charlie. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Hey, what's the five?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Check, 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 check. General West. Ready?
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Come on, set, 8, read. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On second and 15 now. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Here we go, set, 30 base. 55, right. Now.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
You can't block me.
Off the play fake. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 7 yards there and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Any weapon. Check 26, check 26. 49, check 49, check 49. Yo, faster.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Alpha. Key to tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 24. Check 24. Check 55 to Mike. Check 52.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Hey. Watching you cry. Get it.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
on the set.
55, Mike 55.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion. Now. Fight.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They give to Johnson going right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
White.
Garoppolo now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Screen play. Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Pilot, 64, weak. Twelve.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
21.
Johnson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Switch. 21.
Here's Johnson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Here we go. Strong leg! Strong right! 4 down!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
Bang! 12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
60 outlaw.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down, Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, high 7.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
Jones now operating from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Jones throwing after the interception. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First down and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before break. Jones. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Bravo.
55, Mike. Hey, eat. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Ready.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
You draw quarters.
Sponge. No.
Snap.
And he completes it to Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
Christian travel.
Mike 55. I got you.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check the backer.
They go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Protein spill.
At the 3-yard line.
Mike 55. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Check. Lucky.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Go, go, go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go,
3
here we go.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 180!
Record.
On first down, it's Johnson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You must be drinking. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Come on, boy. One, Omaha.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Here we go,
So
here we
now
go, here we go.
20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
11.
Pick it up.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Stop.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I'm going to lose one. Jim.
13.
58, Mike. You're trapped.
To Johnson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Under 10. 10.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deion Kane with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Rex Zerline lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
General West.
Don't get nervous.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm here on 5.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Nick.
80 weapons.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Johnson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones now throwing again. Now a desperation. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones to Boyle here over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones going to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.